Coming to you live from a junk room someplace west of Tatooine, it's not necessarily Star Wars news, with your host, the Junkman.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Not Necessarily Star Wars News, where we give you not only the best Star Wars news of the week, but the best in pop culture news, movie news, action figure toy news, news from the Phantom, and we'll read some viewer mail. Are you ready to get started? I'm ready to get started because last week wasn't much fun. Hopefully we're going to make things a little funner this time. Funner. Yeah, that's a word. Okay, let's get right to it. Entertainment Weekly is reporting that the upcoming Boba Fett and Friends movie is off the table. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really sad about this. There goes my chances to see a Boba Fett Dengar buddy cop movie. This week marks the 6th anniversary since Disney bought Lucasfilm and has already made a profit. Also turning a profit, Family Ties actor Scott Valentine's 1976 Mercury Marquis. Way to go, Scott! Get back to the camera back right now. I'm not going to be worried the whole time. Get that out of the way. Okay, can't see myself, so let's hope the camera's right. Esquire is reporting about a possible leaked scene in the upcoming Star Wars Episode 9 between Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. Their source is Mike Zero. Come on, Esquire. Please. I think I spit all over the table that time. That's how disgusted I am. Esquire, come on. Sega wants to bring Star Wars Arcade to the Nintendo Switch. However, Sega hopes to replace Darth Vader with Darth Sonic. It's about the best you get here, guys. But y'all can't be as funny as John Campia, can we? Oh. Martin Lawrence confirms that they're officially making Bad Boys 3. Man, it's so nice to know Will Smith's out there helping a friend get his career back. It's official. Martin Lawrence says back... Oh, read that one already. It's official. Martin Lawrence... Get that out of here. The Simpsons is rumored to be getting rid of character Apu because he's a stereotype racist character. Hopefully soon the makers over at The Simpsons will get woke enough to get rid of all their racist stereotype characters. It's going to be such a better show. Finally, The Simpsons going to be funny. Get woke, Homer. The latest episode of The Connors, the Roseanne spinoff without Roseanne, was beaten by everything in the ratings. I haven't seen it beating this bad since Arnold Jackson took karate lessons to beat up the Gooch. The Gooch. Arnold Jackson. Does anybody remember? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? This is comedy gold here, guys. Here, a free one for you. The Gooch. Jeopardy's coming to Netflix just in time for you to sit around at Christmas explaining to your gammy what the hell Netflix is and how you get on it. It's called Old People Watch. I watch Jeopardy. Get that one? I'll explain. I need to start explaining the jokes. Where are we at? Here we are. The official Star Trek Twitter account has teased us all. Megan Fox is coming to Star Trek. Woo! Can't wait. Breaking news, actor Mike Myers has announced Austin Powers 4. Because when your career is completely dead, there's no better way to restart it than going back to what made you famous. What's next? Wayne's World 3? Maybe I Married an Axe Murderer 2? Or maybe So I Married an Axe Murderer 2? What's next? Now in toy news, NECA is going to release the first ever Laurie Strode from Halloween action figure. The action figure comes with an AARP card, antidepressant pills, and a removable adult diaper. Can't wait for that one. Hasbro's released images of their upcoming 6-inch Black Series Mace Windu action figure. And let me tell you, it's not the only thing 6 inches in black on that action figure. Uh-oh, hit the camera. Sorry about that. So we back. Right, okay, where are we at? Still on the toy news? Okay. Funko has announced they're going to be releasing Funko Pez Pops. Can we move on from Pops, please? Can we retire this generation's Beanie Babies? Finally, once and for all? Come on, stop with the damn Pops! Sorry, Russ. We'll be right back after this.
Okay, everybody, let's go.
Give your children Tonka toys and you've started something. They're fun and they last. So very few families who have Tonka toys have only one. In fact, the average is 7 per family. Now honestly, when was the last time you parents were so happy with a product you wanted to have 6 more of them?
It's time for news from the fandom.
Not much fandom news today, but I did want to take this minute to talk a little seriously about John Williams, who was hospitalized last week, but reportedly now out of the hospital and doing much better. But the 86-year-old conductor, and of course, like many of you, I fell in love with John Williams back in 1977 when I saw Star Wars. And I can't imagine Star Wars without John Williams. But of course, we also know him from Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and almost any huge pop culture movie we can think of. Luckily, I was able to see John Williams live with my son at 2017 Star Wars Celebration. Sadly, we're all getting older, and we probably will have to wake up to the fact one day that this world might not have John Williams around. I can't imagine a Star Wars movie without John Williams. So this paper toss is for you, John Williams. Hope things get better out there. That's not really a good one, so I'm going to give you one more. That one is sucked down the first one. Sorry, John Williams, not like you're watching this. And now here's Chuck with the weather. Hey guys, we're looking at some good weather this week. All the way from Los Angeles, California to New York City. There's going to be a blue wave as the country gets woke. So don't forget, this Tuesday, get woke. Go vote.
And now it's time for the Junkman to answer viewer mail.
I hear you lost your job again. You are one pathetic loser. You're in your mid-40s, been laid off 3 times in 3 years, divorced, and have nothing to show for your sorry, miserable life. See you Thanksgiving. Love, Mom. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. And this fan letter comes from Bo Jackson over in Mobile, Alabama. He writes, Dear Junkman, how do you come up with what figure you're going to talk about on the Star Wars Vintage Random Figure Monday video? Well, Bo, that's a really good question. And let me try to break it down as simple as I can. Monday morning, I take the back of the Power of the Force card that shows 92 action figures. There, I take that 92 and I divide it by 1977, the year that Star Wars New Hope was released. I take that number and multiply it by 525, the day of the month of the release of A New Hope. I take that number, then multiply it by 3, because 3 is how many films are in the original Star Wars trilogy. And then I take off 14, because that's the age I lost. We won't talk about that. I then roll my lucky dice and take that number that I get on my dice and find that number square root. I take that square root number and the number I had before and divide those by 8 because there's 8 letters in Star Wars. Then, with that number, I add 22 because that's the number of Star Wars figures I once saw at a local flea market. Then I take that number and subtract 13 because we all know 13 is a bad number. The number that remains I divide by 53 because that's how many times I saw the holiday special in full. And then I take off the number 11 because that's how many times I lost a reused vintage gun. By this time I'm so lost to what number I've got, I just go over to where I keep my vintage Star Wars figure and pick a figure and talk about it. Thank you both for the fan mail. We'll be right back again.
Blue bars, white stars, it's the Dukes of Hazzard inside that car. This is Luke and Bo, you see, and the name of the car is the General Lee.
What's going on? It's Boss Hogg.
You can pretend Boss Hogg's up to his evil ways, and it's up to Bo and Luke to save the day.
Other Dukes of Hazzard action figures include Daisy, Boss Hogg, and Cooter, each sold separately. The Dukes of Hazzard, complete with Bo, Luke, and General Lee car. By Nico.
I want to thank you guys for watching out there, and please spread the word about Star Wars junk, about not necessarily Star Wars, where we give you the best of Star Wars news, pop culture news, toy news, and more. And tell everyone about the channel. Hit subscribe. Well, that's not subscribe. Look, hit subscribe and then thumbs up. Come on, guys, help us grow. And as always, you want to support this channel, head over to Patreon. The link's in the description below, or go to Star Wars Junk and buy some t-shirts. Man, I'm getting really good at just saying that off the top of my tongue. But I want to thank y'all again for all the love and support about being laid off. It means a lot to me, and hopefully you enjoyed this week where I gave you a video every day this week. Don't get greedy. You're not going to get that every week. But again, thank you for watching. We'll be back Monday for the random Star Wars figure of the week. We might do a random playset of the week. You guys really seem to enjoy that. Wednesday, just a random video. And I got some more plans coming up that I think you're all going to like. So, join us next week back at the Star Wars Junk channel. Woohoo! See ya!
And that's what happened this week in Star Wars. Join us next Friday for more news from a junk room far, far away.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.